Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Karen.
How are you?
Good. Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July. It's the
Happy
4th. It's a Friday.
249th birthday to the United States.
Yeah.
Woo.
Wow.
Next year, the big birthday.
Yeah,
So.
maybe I'll stitch something patriotic. Probably not.
I was thinking about starting Lila Studios Let Freedom Ring. But that's
The big
so big.
one?
Yeah. I have the
The one that
chart.
Gary already finished?
Yeah. Gary and everybody else.
And everybody
In
else.
anticipation of.
No, I know someone else that just started it. I'll have to figure that out. If you're watching, leave it a note in the comment. We should reintroduce, spend a little bit. Not too bad. Oh, yeah. Almost a month.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm Karen.
I'm Kathy.
And we met at Stitching in the Wild 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2023.
2023.
Yeah.
In Florida.
Met as strangers, left as besties.
Yes, strangers left as besties. And we hit it off like scary. Hit it off.
I know, because I texted Doug, my husband, from Stitching in the Wild, like, I have met my match, because I still can't remember what the snarky remark that you made to me, and I was like, wait a minute, that didn't come out of my mouth, that came out her mouth.
No, it was a snarky comment. That's great.
I'm like, wait a minute, I say Cassie those things.
My sister Cassie would be proud. She's queen of snark. But we really call her shock and awe because she just
has no filter.
It's snarky but shocking. Like snarky. So then we decided we would start a Flosstube to talk about cross stitch since Kathy lives in Michigan and I live in Maryland.
Yeah.
So that's how we ended up here on our 28th Flosstube.
Oh, to be 28 again.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. 21's so great for me. Yeah. Anyway, so let's start. What we like to start. We're gonna get into like stitching fast because this is gonna be a long one, and we're gonna try not to drag it out. But first, we want to start with news. The first piece of news is happy birthday to Kathy.
Thank you.
Kathy just celebrated her 28th birthday.
Yeah. 28 plus. Yeah.
Happy. Did you get anything good? What'd you get good for your birthday? I can't remember.
Well, I got a Francis Valentine tote bag, which is
the tote bag.
Yeah, which is a company that Kate Spade started after her and her friends sold off Kate Spade bags, because I was a big Kate Spade fan. I was only rich. And her best friend wrote a book about her on her 5th anniversary of her untimely passing, and created a book bag, and it's really cool, but I don't have it down here with me. So
that's cool.
And I got some silks, and I'll show those, and a hat, and some other little fun things. So
yeah, the hat. That's what I was trying to remember. I knew you sent me pictures. I couldn't remember.
But I couldn't believe the tote bag. It's a canvas book bag. It's really nice, and it has looks like a pug on it, and as a bookend, and then it has like a drawing of like Kate's favorite books, and then a book there has the title of the book that her friend wrote. So
yeah,
which is, we just might make it after all, and all the proceeds go to are we allowed to say the word suicide on YouTube?
I don't know. Well, we're not monetized, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know.
All the proceeds
I can take that. I'll bleep it out.
Yeah. All the proceeds go to prevention for so many days or whatever. But yeah.
That's
So
cool.
that's nice. Yeah. So
And the other bit of news is we are celebrating Kathy's retirement.
yeah. Woo.
Woo!
Sort of.
Happy.
Who knows if I could sit around the house and, I'm freelancing. So get those
Oh.
out of the way. But yes, June 27th. Woohoo. Well, actually, it was more like June 29th. So
Yeah, that's true. You decided you were going to retire and then work all weekend on grants.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm really happy for
Don't
you.
be. This is a little PSA for everyone out there who might have self-esteem issues. Don't become a grant writer if you have low self-esteem. It is not the job for you. Because I
That's
know
true.
I
You
can.
can take it personal. Yeah.
Yeah, I can write my way out of a paper bag, but boy, this year was brutal.
Yeah. It's
So
gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse too.
I know. Well, I won't be there for that. So
Yeah. So then, I had a little bit of news. My boss is going to retire.
yay for her!
Yay for her and double yay for me. Because did not like me, and I am happy. She will be happy, and I will be happy, and I get to keep my job, and I don't have to look for a new job, and that's fantastic.
Yes, because
And I
nobody should go to
figure,
work and be miserable.
no, and she just really caused me a lot of stress. But, and I give all new managers a year. It takes a year to develop trust and a relationship, so I figure I got at least a good year before anything else. That makes me feel better knowing that. So my motto at work is wait 'em out. And usually it works. This one I didn't know was if it was ever gonna work, but it finally did. I won. I feel like I won. In this case, given what I did, I won.
And hopefully she doesn't watch FlossTube.
I pushed all the work buttons you should never push. If it said don't push this, I pushed it. And if you ever meet me one day, you can ask me about it, and I'll be happy to tell you what I did, because it was almost career suicide.
I know.
I said, what the
I went
heck?
through my former career before the grant writer. I saved for. I had reasons, but I screenshot. I had to turn in my work phone, and so I took screenshots of a lot of text that I needed. And a few weeks ago, I was going back through my photos and trying to dump some of them, and I was looking through those screenshots like I was kind of a brat at times.
Well, you could use those for your book.
Yes. One was really funny because, well, her title was supervisor, but she was just supervisor over an entity. She wasn't supervisor over me, even though she thought she was. And I'm totally for respecting your employees and knowing, I mean, this girl that worked under me, she was part of my staff, and her name was on like minutes from meetings and everything. So you should know how to spell her name. And she just refused to learn how to spell this girl's name. And it was an easy name. It could have two different ways of how to end it. And I sent this series of text messages and referring to the staff person. And when I got to the end of her name, it was all caps. Because it was like her name was, let's say, Ashley. So it was Ash, and then Lee in giant letters. It was like I was kind of a brat, but it was like learn people's name. How hard is it to learn someone's name?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
I digress. But yeah, we have a lot in common, people.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
We even own pugs.
We
So,
own pugs. Yes,
yeah.
your cute little puggy's right there, and mine is mad at me in the other room.
Yeah,
All
some people
right.
have parrots on their shoulder. I have a pug. He's not actually on my shoulder, but that's where he likes to get.
He's so cute. Do you stitch there with him behind you?
No,
No.
no, I stitch upstairs.
Oh,
So,
okay. Just curious. All right, let's start with finishes. Dun, da, da, da. We have some people.
yeah, I have. You want me to start?
Yeah.
I have um a little finish. I have to unstitch some, but my obstinate headstrong girl bookmark is done. You can see
Lean
that.
back just a little bit more. Oh, yeah, that's so good. Okay, now you can pull it up.
Yeah, and it had flowers on it. Well, first of all, I swapped out. I used the fabric that came in the kit, um, and it's by Roveras. And I swapped out the colors because it's definitely 1990s Burger King colors, and I switched it to hot coffee or the capital letters by Cottage Garden Threads, and then the lowercase letters are leather bound by Cottage Garden, and it had 4 flowers on it. And I did a consult with my bestie Karen, and we decided the flowers aren't really needed because they look like bells and they just take away. So I followed Coco Chanel's advice: look in the mirror and take one thing off. And so I have to unstitch a flower and part of another flower. So,
Now, that's supposed to be a bookmark, right?
right, and it's got the hardware. I've got the hardware and everything, and
I
so
was just thinking, how big is the book?
um, well,
Like, is that a big bookmark?
it kind of is.
Long.
Yeah, but it's not going to be a
Oh, well,
book.
the hardware has to be on the outside of the book,
Yeah,
so that makes sense.
yeah, but it won't be a bookmark.
That's
Mainly
cute.
because I read ebooks, so
I love it. It's very cute.
thank you. So that's my big whopping finish for the past month or so.
So I have 2 finishes. One's a SAF, start and finish. I don't think I've had one of those before. But, there's a good chance of it always on our FlossTubes because we tend to, do them on a whim. Excuse me. So I'm going to be interspersing StitchCon related information because I went to StitchCon. I had a fabulous time and I need to
Weekend
intersperse.
A. You went to weekend A.
Weekend A, yes, in June. So this is my finish and I finished it at StitchCon. And I'll say I finished Cabin in the Woods.
That is so awesome.
Yeah, it turned out fantastic. I love it. I love it. I love it. And it got a lot of attention at StitchCon, and I'm not one that likes a lot of attention. It was a lot of attention. But I appreciated that. The fabric choice was awesome. Luck, because I'm usually really bad at that. Anyway, so StitchCon, the first couple days were a little stressful because I took this to StitchCon and I said, I'm going to finish it. But I didn't count how many stitches. It didn't have like 5 stitches left, right? I had 1,294 stitches left. And I was like frantically. And Sarah's like, you're really stressed out. I'm like, I gotta finish this. I'm like, who does that? Who does that? Usually people come prepared.
Yeah, with 5 stitches left.
And the point of going to StitchCon is to talk and meet your friends and not stitch. So that was quite a feat. Let's see. This is on 32 count charcoal gray Witchell. I just left a note on someone's YouTube that they got this fabric and they were at StitchCon and I said, that's what I used. You can use it for this. And it's just DMC 1/1. I started it in March of this year and finished in June. So.
And that was part of GaRon Stitchery's
Oh
Monday
yes,
Murder
the
Club.
Monday Murder Club.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Because
One more
who would plan a murder for a Monday? Nobody likes Monday, so
Yeah.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
kind of a slow day, so you might as well just
Yeah. All right. My second finish is StitchCon related because I started it with the girls at StitchCon. Let me go through the list. Amity and Aaron from the Hathaway Stitchers, Hillary from Subpar Stitches, and Tara from Little Woman Crafts, and I think Chandra, and there's a bunch of other people, and it's actually it is a Sal called #A-Year-in-Nature-Walk-Sal. And everybody's stitching the Sprouting Lupine Nature Walk series. Here, let me get up close.
I love the colors.
So, take a look, take something out. I took out the spider web. There's a spider web right here. And, I didn't need it.
Yeah, Coco
I
Chanel
actually,
proud.
yeah, I actually made a mistake somewhere. Like, this is too close. Then everything else it still works. You can't tell, but that spider web probably would have been the death of me. So
Yeah.
this is Witching Hour by Sprouting Lupine. It's on 28 Count Bayou Lugana by Atomic Ranch, which this fabric came and I was like, what am I gonna put? It's like a mustard and orange, and it's such a great fabric. Now I love it. Just DMC 1/1 on 28 count. I started this right after StitchCon and finished it on July 3rd, last night. So I'm gonna do another one. I'm gonna do the series, I think. If I can find the fun fabric, I think I'm gonna put these in a scrapbook together. It'll be cute. So that's that. Woohoo! All right. Whips.
I only have 2. I'll start with this one. I don't have them on boards or anything, but mainly because I still have them in Q stamps. But this is when I was doing my organization, I decided I needed to finish some samplers I had started, and this is Annie Morris by Hands Across the Sea on 40 count. I hope the dogs don't start barking here. The neighbor's dogs are barking. 40 count Shirley by Fortnite Fabrics. Moment of silence for Fortnite Fabrics. And with DMC.
Out my head.
Yeah, with DMC floss. And this right here, the basket, I'm calling it the big basket of balls or big basket of round things. I'm not quite sure what they're supposed to be, but I had to find a pattern for them. And so once I found the pattern, I promptly put it down. So once I worked my way through the big basket of round things.
Isn't it a bowl of berries? Isn't that usually what people call it?
But they don't look like berries.
Oh.
And how do you get berries to stack up like that? Because there's like green in between. So I'm not quite sure what it's supposed to be. So I'm calling it the B-board, the big bowl of round things. It could be tennis balls. I don't know. And then I'll have that and then mirror this over here. And there's, I think our H goes down here and the border.
It's not very big. It's a little sampler.
It is. It's very tiny because these are, I think this is an 8x8 Q snap. So it is tiny. Well, and then it's on 40 count too. So But yeah, so I just have to get back to my B-board.
All right, I only have 2 whips to show. I'm gonna start now. I showed this whip last week, but I'm getting really close to the goal for the year, so I wanted to keep showing it. Hang on, I forgot I have to take these actually off so that I can get the board. All right. This is Frida.
I love that. I love the colors. It looks like a watercolor painting. It doesn't even look like stitching.
There it is. I did a lot. I did all of this and all of this. This was all the way up here. I did all that. It's a lot. So I'm over 30%, but I wanted to get to 33 point whatever to get it a third. And so, yeah.
So it's going to be...
I'll probably still pick it up, but it won't be a focus.
So it's going to be a 3-year project.
I know. Doesn't that suck? Ugh. These
Well, no, I have like some that are longer than 3 years. I have some that, yeah.
I know. My oldest is from 2021.
10 years? Maybe more.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm gonna zipper. All right. Okay.
All right.
Go for it.
I'm going to make some noise here. Because out of all the project bags I own, this isn't a Ziploc bag. This one is Little House Needleworks Hometown Holiday Series, the Schoolhouse. I read from Kitten Stitcher, which put me into a tizzy like at midnight, that I want to stitch all of these on the Petty Point fabric or polka dot, whichever one you want to call it, 32 count fabric, and they're not making this anymore, or it's not going to be available anymore. I know from working for my friend Deb, it was not a big seller because a lot of people do not like to stitch on it. The dots don't bother me in the least. I liked it because I don't like to stitch snowflakes. So I started the Hometown Holiday Series. I have 2 other ones finished. I thought I had 3. So I have the Firehouse and the Tree Lot done on the fabric. And then when I read that at midnight, it was like, I gotta get some of that fabric because I know how, how it can go. And I know that Teresa had ordered a bolt that she could get in, but I found some on 1-2-3 Stitch. So I ended up that night ordering a half a yard. And there's 25 at this point. There's 25 charts in the series, and my goal is to basically make a whole little town of stand-ups. And so I stitched on this because I got it out. And so I got this other part of the schoolhouse done and some over here. It's my new pointer. It works really well.
I know. I like it. I did get feedback on that at StitchCon.
I know. That's why I only have one hand.
The hands were funny. Yeah, until she clapped them. And evidently that was not a very good noise. So I'm sorry, folks. We will not clap. We will not clap.
My other hand has been amputated, so I'll just use one hand so that I don't clap. And it's officially now my pointer. It makes a great pointer, though.
Yeah.
I need to paint the nails, so I've got to get some nail polish and paint the nails.
Or just paint the one nail, so that's the actual, like, look at that nail, and that's where you want it to...
Yeah.
They're really creepy.
I wear a thumb ring.
It's really creepy. The way that it's, like, It's like, yeah, it's weird. It's creepy.
It needs a thumb ring too, because I wear a thumb ring, so so it'll look.
Oh my god, I have a story about thumb rings to remind me some other time.
Oh,
All
so I looked
right.
on, and
It's
now I have
cute.
a
I
half a
love it.
yard of fabric, which is really a lot for me because I worked for Deb. We custom cut, so it's a stretch for me to buy a fat quarter, much less a half a yard. I'm like, oh, but
You'll
it's
use
good
it.
because she also taught me in the many years that I worked there how to draw out your dimensions and then figure out how you can cut it to piece them on the material.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, as opposed to my bestie who passed away, could just take a piece of material and scissors and go, and it's like origami, and she was done, and every piece was perfect. I have to sit with a little piece of paper going, okay, it's 36 this way. I can fit an 8 that way. So,
All
so
right.
that's
Now
the
this
end of
one.
my way.
Oh, this is my second whip. Then I have a bunch of starts. So this is the other one I worked on at StitchCon. This is Gary Sampler. I did a lot of fill-in. It was a great stitch for StitchCon. It was perfect because I was working on grass. I did some of the tree. It looks good. It's
And
really
that's by
looking good.
Heartstring Samplery, right?
Heartstring Samplery. This
Yeah.
is on 32 count Lugana Old Fashioned by Fortnite. Bow your head.
Yeah. Moment of silence.
This is 1/1, and I'm using the Vicky Clayton Silk Pack, but I'm having to fussy cut some of the colors. And I started it in February because Heartstring Samplery was the designer focus of the month. But the important thing is, I worked on this at StitchCon after I finished Cabin in the Woods because I wanted to work on other projects. I think that was what was, because I change projects a lot. That was what was killing me. I spent like 2 or 3 days on Cabin in the Woods.
We
But I
might
did
have
three.
I have to enter. We might have
Oh,
some barking
oh,
dogs in
oh,
a minute.
let me pause.
Okay.
Oh no, I can pause. It's okay. I can take it out.
Okay. I'll just keep going. They haven't
Okay.
started in yet. Doug just pulled in, so.
Oh, okay. It'll be fine. I stitched it on it at StitchCon, and I did 300 stitches on it
Yay.
at StitchCon. That's really good.
Golf clap now.
That's hilarious. All right, this is in my what's her name? Jasmine
Jasmine
Custom
custom bags.
that I bought because I thought my sister would like it because it's Stranger Things related. And there's Stranger Things in this pattern. But my daughter could care less. She was like, okay.
And you're going, another project for mom. Woo!
Oh, you don't like my project? I'm like, okay.
I have a use for it. Thank you.
Do you have any new starts?
Nope.
Oh boy.
I didn't start anything new for my birthday. It's just we're living in Santa, or not Santa's. We're living in Satan's Easy Bake Oven here, and so I haven't wanted to get out like a big piece of fabric or anything. Not Santa. Santa's Easy Bake Oven would be filled with gingerbread. Satan's is just filled with heat and misery.
I don't know. Satan was living in my office at 64.1 degrees. It was our own little hell.
But it's easier to put clothes on than it is to...
I know. That's my thing. But yeah, when you're in it.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So this is my artsy housewife project bag now. Because I started 2, not 1, but 2 Artsy Housewives as soon as I got home from StitchCon because I met Barbara. Wait till you meet Barbara. Oh my God. Barbara sat next to me. My friend Sarah was at the table. Lynn from Those Missing Stitches. Tammy. And our last seat was filled by Kathy. Not this Kathy. A different Kathy. But ironically enough, her name was Kathy. But Barbara is a bad influence on me. We went shopping and we went in the annex, and I was on track for being so good. Barbara ruined it.
Barbara.
But I know Barbara.
You filled in for me. Thank you.
She did. I did not go to Keepsakes, but that's because I get claustrophobic and Keepsakes. So this has a little start on it. It's a study in garden fairies. I'll put a picture up by the Artsy Housewife. I'm doing this on 32 count deep fried Lugana by Fortnite. DMC and Gentle Arts. I actually had some of the called for Gentle Arts because of my collection. Here, let me put it up here. This fabric is really pretty. So I had to change a little bit of the colors because you couldn't see the white. So I used the yellow. I think it's fine. It's just in the border. It's not. Her borders are intense. Intense. And then the second one, Barbara. I don't know if she started, but I did. I already had this one because I joined Gigi's Patreon just to get the start, just to get this thing, this pattern. It's called Within a Dream, and it's on 32 count vintage Stormy Night. It's both DMC and Gentle Arts again. I had some in my stash. Started this with Barbara. Now I don't know if Barbara started now. If she started it yet. Karen, speak English. It's gonna be nice and small. Like when you see people stitching this, it's a big pattern, but look, it's not gonna be big at all. I'm gonna love it. It's gonna be like an opposite of my cabin in the woods that goes this way. It's gonna go this way. It'll look cool. Yeah. So I'm really excited about that one. So I consider that a StitchCon enabled start. All right. Let me just tuck those away in my Artsy Housewife bag. All right. Next up is Barbara. This is in a bag made for me by our friend Anne. And I ran into Anne and like almost peed my pants because we met Anne last year at
Sweater Weather.
And it just seems like whoever sits at your table, you automatically like bond with because someone brought that person. So now that our tables are kind of formed, when the new person comes, you're like, oh, like Sarah brought Barbara and Heather. Oh my gosh, love them, all of them, so nice. But Anne gave me a bag that she made.
Aww.
It was so nice, and this is housing my new start. Kathy Barrick. I would say this is my first Kathy Barrick, but it is not. I did something else I think was Kathy Barrick.
Well, technically,
and
Halloween at Hop Run Hollow is Kathy Barrick, so
I'm doing From Velvet to Linen on Lugana. Ironically, let's see, it's good.
I like the colors in that.
There we go.
Although I don't stitch moths, so
yeah, it's gonna be small. I know I sound surprised But I honestly don't think, because the patterns are big, I don't expect them to be that small. Oh, look, now you can see the color. This is on 32 count Colonial Parchment Lugana, fabrics by Stephanie. I think it's a good choice.
Yeah, it is a good.
It was called for on the one I'm doing Freak for the Beak on. I can't remember. And I have that, but I didn't want to do it on the. This is just DMC 1/1. And again, Barbara should be starting this. Barbara actually made me buy this at the annex.
Yeah, she had her little cross stitch pew pew with her. Your head. You will buy this.
Buy this.
That's good, because she
We
takes the role
did
of
ring the
me.
bell together. We rang the bell together with our finishes. I forget what she finished, but maybe I'll find a picture and put it in here. I'll be putting some pictures in later when I get through all this. So one more start. What is this one? Oh, this is the one I started for Kathy. Kathy's birthday start. Only because we both want to stitch this one. Oh, I don't have the fabric yet. This is Done Vegan Fairy Flag by The Primitive Hair. Ooh. And I'm glad the fabric looks gray on the screen. I think it reads a little bluer gray. Oh my goodness, Karen. Come on. There.
It looks really good.
Yeah, see there how it reads that blue? I think it'll still look like a moody sky. I think it'll look good.
Oh, I do too.
But I foobarred something. And I haven't decided if I'm gonna frog it or go with it. I might frog it. I'm not that far in. And so this is by the... Sorry.
No.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say that I started planning Doug and Kathy's Most Excellent Adventure. And I want to start either in London or in Scotland. I haven't decided yet. I got to consult with our travel agent friends, but I want to put on there, I want to go to the castle where that's at and see the actual flag.
Yeah, that would be cool. See, that's why I started it for you.
Yeah.
On 28 count Lestrange Lugana by Atomic Ranch in the DMC 1/1. And I wrote on my card, birthday start for Kathy.
Aw. And Kathy didn't start a birthday start.
I started it on your birthday.
Because Kathy was in Satan's little easy bake oven.
Well, and I also knew that the one that you wanted to start for your birthday, I didn't like. So I got something kind of related to you. Oh.
Yeah.
You know, in a way.
And I might start that one at Stitching in the Wild. I know of one that I'm going to start at Stitching in the Wild. As opposed to my first Stitching in the Wild experience when I took one project. But that was because I was limited on suitcase space.
Oh my gosh. All right, we're only at 40 minutes, so that's good.
Yeah.
I have a lot of StitchCon recap, but I've been watching all the StitchCon recaps. And what is amazing is that I did all of that stitching, but yet I met a lot of people, and I keep falling out of my seat because someone will say, Karen with Stitching Past My Bedtime, and I'm like, Kathy! I fangirled with the best of them, man. Sarah likes to fangirl too, so we were fangirling. I'll tell you, Brenda, the handwork maniac, and her friend, the highway stitcher, Colette, the highway stitcher, were at weekend A. And I think they usually go to weekend B because they were at our weekend last year. And I know Brenda was going to stay and hang out and see her friends at weekend B and stay in the hotel and stitch in the hotel. So we were fortunate enough that Brenda came to weekend A because I fangirled. She was so nice. She gave me this little bracelet.
Aww.
And she sat down with me and stitched at late night stitching. I stitched with Brenda. She's amazing. She's really sweet, very sweet person. You would have expected her to be that nice, she's so nice. Anyway, it was so good. It was really good. So, Gina will get a kick out of this. I met new friends. I solidified the friends I made last year. She's giving me a hard time about that. I'm like, you meet someone once and you really get along and you really like them and you feel like, especially in our community, you want to meet them one more time in person, one more time. Yeah. Although there are people that you meet at a retreat and they pop up at another retreat, and that's fun too. I really like that. There was someone that said, "Hey, Linda?" And I had met Linda at Stitching in the Wild last year, and I'm like, "Yes, I know Linda." I was like, "Give her a hug for me. Tell her you saw me." And I said hi. It was cool. So it was a good time. So Andrew, the runner stitcher, is doing his, and he's going through the stuff that people gave him at the table. And he's going through stickers. And I was like, he isn't going to do it. He isn't going to do it. And he did it. He held up, and I gave all my stickers out. Kathy, I didn't even save us any, except for this is the only one I got. So I want to show everybody. Does it look backwards to you?
No, it's just a little blurry, but there you
go.
Yeah.
Stitching past my bedtime. My daughter designed our logo sticker for this year. We even have a hanging thread. I had fun giving them out and telling the story. It was funny. We were giving my daughter notes. Can you make that thread a little longer? And then I got a Hathaway Stitchers. So I'm starting my circle sticker collection on that bottle. So let's go through. So who else? Cross Stitch the Globe. Stephanie. I met Stephanie. Lovely, lovely person. I loved meeting her. She was great. She does all the collecting. She goes thrifting and she sells vintage things. I was telling her about my sister and Never Random Shop and how she I sent her the post that my sister's really good at staging and she'll be at a pop-up like flea market or something and she'll have lines. Like I've never seen lines before, but she does really good. And so Never Random Shop, look her up on Instagram, follow her. If you see something you like, you just reach out to her and she'll ship it to you. Because she found a Mexican paper mache clown. Oh my God. I would buy everything that Debbie sells. But but I know that Cam the Stitcher likes clowns and I thought she might like it, so I sent her a picture of it. Anyway. So Subpar Stitches, Hillary, Tara from Wilder Woman Crafts. I went out to dinner with them the first night, Wednesday night when we got there. Oh my gosh, it was so fun. We went to this place called, what's the chicken tender place? Raising Cane. That we don't have. I didn't think we had here, but Chris tells me there's one an hour away and we are going.
Is it that
really good? So they took me there for the first time and it was lovely. It was such a good time. Let's see, this person, I don't know who, she gave out these little cheese. Okay. It's got a face. Look at that. Come on.
Is she from Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little Swiss cheese with a face. on a
Aw,
little thing. And I have a cheese. I love cheese. Needle minder that's already up on my needle minder board. So that was like one of the only things that I took out immediately because
I
I
love
loved
cheese
it.
too. It just doesn't love me.
I know. I'm sorry. And then this is from Fairy Tales and French Knots. It's a needle minder and it's got a little slit in it, so you slide your needle up under it and it won't get caught on stuff in your bag and fall off your needle minder. I love
Oh,
that because
that's
I
good.
always
Yeah.
I always tuck my needle behind the needle minder, so that was good. We got stickers from Boomerang Stitches. This is from Lady Huzzah Presents. She made, look at this little wool acorn. This is a real acorn topper that she cleaned and then pins. How adorable is that? So cute. Vintage Cottage Stitches gave us a little, I'm not going to go through everything, a little thread puller thing. There's her info. Look at what the Hathaway Stitchers, they got their favorite silks for me.
I
I
love
forgot.
that.
And then they gave a free, Amity designed a free pattern for name tag.
Oh, how cool. Can you hear the
Sorry.
noise in the back?
No.
Oh. If anybody hears a strange noise, it's just our squeaky screen door. My husband's trying to be quiet, but it's not working.
Yeah. Sorry if I showed that QRC code so too long.
I don't think
he's nice
it
enough.
was.
I think that she would give it to you if you asked her for the pattern.
It was blurry, so I don't think that anybody could QR off of it. So
Okay.
it's fine.
This QRC is good. This is from Akio Whip. Evidently, that's a Harry Potter reference. They have a FlossTube channel, but it's a really cool metal. It's metal. It's like,
Oh
feels
wow.
metal. Maybe it's not. It's just a big magnet. Look how big that magnet is. Anyway, that was cool. And then I want to share, oh my God, this Janice. Hi, Janice. I met Janice at StitchCon. So nice. We talked a lot about Cabin in the Woods, and she was just so nice. Anyway, I think she joined our Facebook group. So welcome. But she gave these floss drops. This one says, "See Jane run home. Jane wants to stitch. Hurry, Jane, hurry." Oh, wait, it gets better. Then this one, cute, says, "Jane needs thread. Dick runs to the store. Good job, Dick."
Does she sell those?
No, I think she just made them.
Oh,
how adorable! Like I
them.
thought, I saw them and I was like, the pictures are so cute. I like vintage. And then I read them and I was like, oh, I don't think anybody was reading them either when they were showing them on their. Oh my gosh, you guys read your floss drops. And then I met EJ. And I gave her a hug for you, and Debbie was there. And I've met Debbie a couple times, but it was really good to see her again. And EJ was really sweet. I really like her. She was just like you would think she'd be. Okay, this is Crafty Stitches, FlossTube for the Eclectic Stitcher. She has a picture of some cute dogs on here, but Barbara, look away. Barbara doesn't like cats. I've never seen anyone have a reaction like that before. It was hilarious. All right. And then if whoever gave me this, gave me all these little surfboard buttons. How cute are they?
Oh, those are cute.
I can't remember. I remember picking them out, but I can't remember who did this. And I can't remember. So if you did and you see this, please let me know. And then one last one from Emily, and I'm not going to say your name. Her Instagram is Short and Stitchy. This really cute little needle minder, strawberry needle minder. All right, now that's like some of the goodies. There was tons more, but I thought that I wanted to shout out people that I met. Oh, then I also got this from the Virginia Stitcher. She sat next to us. The Potty Mount Stitcher. sat next to us. All these famous floss tubers. And then someone gave me this really cool, it's a good idea. Just one of those ball things, and you put your scissors on it. And then I was thinking about it today when I was pulling it out, and I was like, if I put my scissors here and I go like this, I could stab myself. I don't know if I'm having a bad day. No, just kidding. All right.
Yeah, I get to see that. Chris has to call the police. Like, she stabbed herself. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In the belly with her scissors.
Yeah, sure she did. Yeah.
Sure she did. All right. Well, I was really lucky. I won a raffle. I won a door prize. And I bid and won on an auction. So I'll share those now. The door prize was our friend Laura from Costa Rica. I won the coffee and the chocolates. The chocolates are on their way to being eaten. I shared some with work and all. They're really good, and waiting for a special moment to break open that coffee. Then the the raffle. That was the door prize. This is the raffle. The raffle had a bunch of finished items in it and chocolates, which I've already eaten. It had this, this is wood cauldron.
Oh, that's cool.
With the little thing in it, and it has all these pins. But look at these pins. I'll put a picture in. I had more mushrooms, but 2 were confiscated by Sarah and Barbara, so we got a picture with our mushrooms. And I love the little spools of thread. So then it came with a lid once you take that out of the thing. So I have a little cauldron. It's cute. That sat with all the chocolates in this bowl cozy that someone made. And then,
that's for when you microwave stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You carry your bowl of soup into the living room where we eat. It'll come in handy. My hair is doing something funky.
I saw 2 people were showing that somebody gave out tiny tongs for your snacks, so you can.
I know. I didn't get one.
Oh.
I know. Not everybody got tiny tongs.
I don't know if they're going to have.
Good idea.
I don't know if that person's going to be at Stitching in the Wild, but I thought that would be cute little gifts.
Oh, yeah. Now you just told everybody.
Yeah, I just told everybody. You might get tiny tongs, but probably not.
It came with a pumpkin tomato.
Aw.
How cute is that?
That's really cute.
It's really nice. Really nice. So I'm setting it up there, but not right now. Okay. So that was the raffle. I was very lucky. StitchCon. So I'll put a picture here. They gave out a cooler backpack kind of thing. Mine disappeared. I don't know. It didn't make it home. Actually, when I went to pack, I couldn't find it. So if someone got 2, good for you. Enjoy it.
Yeah, you can have 2 6-packs.
Then they gave us this thread floss holder, whatever it's called. And they also gave us this cell phone holder. But you know what? I don't know where that is.
Did they have a little make it and take it project?
Yes. It's up there. It was the same thing as last year, but different thingies.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think it was a compass, because the theme was, you've seen the pictures of the big map, This Way to StitchCon. I did get, and I'll share, a finisher's card. It's Neely's Needle Nest by Melissa Neely. She does finishing services, so I'll hold that up. Give her a shout out. Nice. Oh, it looks like she even has a floss tube. Neely's Needle Nest.
Oh.
All right. So I thought I'd share that. I'm like, oh, you're a finisher? Thank you. All right. So now I'll get to some table gifts. This was from Millennial Fabrics from Sarah. She gave everyone at the table a goodie bag. I'll go through it quickly. Sorry. Pimple. She gave us a bunch of flosses, including some gentle arts and some weeks. So those are very pretty.
Those are very Halloween-y.
As well as some floss drops.
Cute.
Oh, duh, Karen. Face the camera. Those are nice. Those are nice. I mean, they're like harder than, oh, they're nice. She also gave us some needles and a cute little needle minder.
Oh, that is cute.
Yeah, it was cute. I gave my favorite floss. I went to the store and got a bunch of Gentle Arts and some, what do you call it? Limited editions, and I let them pick their floss. That was my lack of creativity, plus the stickers. This was from, okay, so Tammy and I, when I was facing where I was sitting, I had my back to where the podium is and everything. So I was turned around watching when things were going on. And the gentleman behind me was sitting with his wife and he was stitching. And his thread hung like perfectly. It never kinked at all. And his stitching was beautiful. And I said, excuse me. Tammy and I went up. We have to tell you, your stitching is gorgeous. Thank you so much for sharing your greatness. Like, and how do you keep your thread so straight? And he said he used that trick of a really damp sponge or something, and he would wet his floss. Like,
oh,
I'd be scared, but it works. So after that, a couple hours later or something, he came up to Tammy and I said, I wanted to give you this for coming up and saying something nice about my stitching. And this is from a token of friendship from Catherine, his wife, at Stitch Together 83 on Instagram. And it's this cute little handmade bag. But
that
like,
is
if this
adorable.
isn't for me, I don't know what is. Look at the faces in those flowers. Can you see it?
Yep.
Oh my God. This fabric is fantastic. This goes so perfectly with it. And then it had stuff in it. It had some cards, some floss drops. It had because we just said something nice to someone. Oh, this looks like a needle minder. Look at this needle minder.
That's cool.
Can you see it? I don't know how to get it out. It's got a stone in it.
Oh, wow.
It's gorgeous. Oh, there. Oh.
Yep, now you can see it.
That.
Yep. That is really cool.
Oh. And Tammy and I are like going through the bag. We're like, and it had a lip gloss, chapstick or something. Oh my gosh, that's so nice. All right, Laura had someone make me. Okay, so this is a picture of a glass. This on 3D printer. You put it on your glass and it has your name on it.
Oh,
You get it?
wow.
How cool is that? And it was personal. I love it. Thank you, Laura. This is Lynn from Those Missing Stitches, who sat at our table. She's awesome.
Wonderful fabric.
Lynn, beautiful fabric. I'm going to show you.
Yeah.
And she gave us a little tin with some DMC. This is another good idea. A very cool, like I still use the needle minder from last year. A very cool, looks kind of tarot cardy. Ooh, I'm not going to show that. It's my coupon. A little needle minder. Cute. Sorry, I'm going on and on and on. And then floss drop and another gorgeous little thing with a fairy on it.
Oh, nice.
Really pretty. Really pretty. All right. Thank you, Lynn. Okay. Someone gave me a nice little, love this fabric. Look at that. Little Allison Norris from AlleyCat13 on Instagram. That's who did it. She was smart enough to put her name on there. That's fantastic. Laura, again, gave me this. It's
Oh,
a
how
little
cute.
wood rocker with a little pin key holder. Pin, what do you call it?
Cute.
Yeah. So these things, not everybody got one of these. Although Laura gave one to Sarah, and I was like, no, I'm not special. Just kidding. Then Tammy made these, and mine has eyeballs on it.
Oh, wow. I like
And the
that.
skull beads. Look, there's skull beads in there. I don't know. And a planchette. Oh, that's cool. Very cool. Thank you, Tammy. Kathy gave everyone a little picture frame to put
Oh,
our
that's a good
StitchCon
idea.
picture in. Yeah, it's cute. And I can always use tiny frames for my tiny something that deserves blingy bling. This is okay, crinkle crinkle. I'll do it down here. I just want to show off Lynn's fabric because this is gorgeous. You're gonna want to write this one down. Heavenly Hero. It's a beautiful. Look how generous she is. That's a huge for me. I
Yeah.
can get two. I can get two on this.
Yeah, because the piece that she gave us last year, the Vigilant VN, I'm
Yeah.
going to get two on there from the Night Garden series.
Yeah, I asked her if she was going to do a fabric of the month. She's thinking about it. I encouraged her.
I will say
This is
this.
32 count Lugana.
I will
That's
say
my
this. Her fabric is probably the closest that I've stitched on that comes to Fortnite fabric.
Really?
Yeah. It's
That's
got
a
the
compliment.
same it's got the same feel and the same ease of your fibers going through it. I love it.
All right, one more table gift from I have white stuff all over me from it. This is a project bag made by Barbara.
Aw.
My new buddy. She gave us this. It has a mushroom on it because she stole one of my mushroom things. And it's beautiful. It's so well made. She quilted it, and it's sturdy, and I love it. And I had sprouting lupine in here, and I already finished it, so now I got to find something else to start and put in here.
Now, was this her first StitchCon?
Yes, it was. Yes, and I think she had a good time.
Well, good.
She had the same experience in keepsakes that I did. All right, so now I'll get to purchases and still kindness. So I did purchase. Oh, I didn't tell you about the auction. The auction I bid on and won a year of fabric of the month from Millennial Stitches. And she knows I like 32 count Lugana. She started stitching. Oh, she started dyeing 32 count Lugana because like 5 people came up and asked her to dye it. And I'll be showing you my first piece. It's gorgeous. I bought 2 of hers. These are 28 count, which is just like 32. It's just a tiny bit.
Yeah, it's a difference between. Yeah.
So this is called Pine Cone. These are new colors. This is called Pine Cone. Let's do it justice. It's pretty. It's a really pretty neutral.
I have heard so many good things about her fabrics, and I have 2 pieces to start things on. I'm stitching the fall and the spring Madame Chantilly polar bear and penguins on her fabric.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
And then
So I can't wait to start. So I can give a review on that.
give her a
Because
review.
I'm sure I'm gonna love it as much as I love those missing
Yeah, I
stitches.
haven't stitched on it yet, but I told you I kitted it up already. The new one I just got. This is gorgeous. Cocoa Pod.
Oh wow. That is
Oh,
gorgeous.
wow. It is beautiful. 32 count Lugana. Oh, no, this is 28 count. Sorry. It's gorgeous. I love it. Not super modeled. I love it, love it, love it, love it. All right. I think this was inspired. I think Amity bought this one too. Fine frog stitching.
Okay.
I love
I've
it.
got one
So,
of their
Ice
charts.
Moon Cardinal. It's cool. Amity bought that one. All right,
I've
and
got
then
their
I
pro
bought.
librarian chart.
Guess what this is?
It's a project bag.
It's
It's
a
a
Gina project
I was just gonna
bag.
say it's a Gina project bag.
I purchased this from Gina. She brought a couple just so that she knew she had a sucker in me. So I purchased that. And last but not least, this goes into so that's basically it. I'm ready to go into plans. Do you want to go first since I've been talking my ass off?
Well,
My
what
butt
did you
off?
have there? It had little frogs on it.
I know. Well, this is the last. I bought this bag from Gina.
Oh,
How
Gina,
cute is that?
I need that bag too.
All right,
Consider this
Gina.
an order.
Gina. All right, I'll share what's in it with you when we get to finish. You tell me your plans first, and then we'll
Well,
wrap this up.
it's July, even though it feels like, we're living
Katie's.
in Arizona, but it's July. So that's Christmas in July. So this month will be focused on Christmas stitching, and I don't have anything. It's going to be whatever I want to stitch. So I'll work on Holiday Hometown House or Holiday Hometown, the schoolhouse, and I have Christmas Rose started by Blackbird Designs, which I am so embarrassed by because I started that when it came out, and now the chart's being reprinted, and it just seemed like it was a couple of years ago when it was when it was published. So I'm going to work on that because I'm kind of in a sampler mood after going through all my projects. In our next video, I'll give a whip update for this year. Normally I don't do that, but I did get some things done before I hit my I don't know. Well, this is kind of a weird time of the year because, well, I always stitch Christmas in July, but it's also summer reading challenges at the libraries. And so I have to divide my time out because I don't listen to audiobooks. So, yes, I'm a big nerd. I always do the summer reading challenges.
That's
Well, I haven't
okay.
for the
And
past
you're gonna
couple
do
of
it.
years, but
You're gonna do audiobooks?
no, no. So I'll read instead of stitching at night. But
I like
it's
audiobooks.
kind of a challenge this year. Because this is the first time in a couple of years that I've actually done it because I've gotten back to reading. But you have to pick books based on colors, and it can be the title or the theme or whatever. So it's kind of fun to go through.
That's
And
cool. It's kind of
yeah,
like the stitching challenges.
yeah. Except it's a reading challenge because they have them for adults. So, and I wear my little stitching challenge T-shirts that I've gotten with pride. So
So now you're gonna share with us on our FlossTubes what you're reading.
I will the next time. Yeah.
Okay, and I'll share with the one I'm reading. I just finished one that was really good. It was called Lessons in Chemistry. It was so good. I
I
gave it a 4 star. 4 star.
I
I did
haven't
it.
the book that I'm reading right now, I'm not really into it, but I'm going to start Local Woman Missing because everybody said that's just it's a haunting, scary
Oh yeah.
kind of book. So I'm going to start that today sometime.
Yeah, that's what, because so my daughter that won't be named and Chris went away this weekend, so I'm going to listen to audiobooks and stitch all weekend. I'm not going to get out of my chair. All right, so my plans, I'm going to try and stitch on some of my Christmas. I have that stocking, the Grinch stocking, that's also full coverage. So I'm going to do Christmas full coverage, kind of. I want to get back to Nancy Drew and kind of get that to a good place. And work on London a little bit. And then I have a new start this weekend for Lynn. Happy birthday, Lynn. Lynn's birthday is on the 6th. What is that, Sunday?
Sunday.
Yeah. No, Sunday, the 6th. Today's the 4th.
Yep. Today's Friday. Tomorrow's the 5th, Saturday. Sunday the 6th.
Sunday the 6th. You said Saturday was the 6th. Oh, I put my threads away so you can't see it. I'll put a picture up of the fabric and the threads, but I'm going to restart my New Year's start after when we first met. Was that the year we started it? We were supposed to start it and you never started it?
Alice, yeah.
Yeah, Alice in
Well, now
Wonderland.
I have a chance to redeem myself.
I know, because now you can stitch and you're stress-free.
Yeah.
So I'm restarting Alice in Wonderland by Al Forst Embroidery. And I am going to do it on this beautiful, I want to call it like Tiffany blue. Because it's got, I don't know what it's got, but it is beautiful. Anyway,
it is beautiful. And
it's like
that by?
It's got a turquoise. This is my first fabric of the month from Millennial Stitches.
Oh.
32 count. She died 32 count for me. Well, now it's for everybody else. So you're welcome. And this is gorgeous. I hope I didn't blow anybody's fabric of the month. I assume she did the same color for me, but gorgeous. So that will be really pretty, and I'll start that. I don't know if I can wait till Sunday. I might start that today.
Well, in between stitching, I've been told that I also need to take up my duties in cooking and cleaning. So if anybody's old as I am and you remember Hazel, I need Hazel to come and live at my house.
I know Hazel.
Or I need a Hazel uniform.
That would be funny. Maybe that will get you motivated if you had a uniform. And you only wear that when you're cleaning.
Although I may not be allowed back in the kitchen because last night we had tacos and Doug said, can you at least shred the lettuce? And he had bought a head of lettuce instead of the lazy bag of shredded lettuce. And so I haven't done this in years. I always core the lettuce by slamming it down and then taking the core out. I slammed it down so hard. He's like, you're going to make the cabinet doors fall off. So I'm like, but look, see, it pulls right out.
Oh boy. Are you just trying to get him to take back over the cooking?
Well, he cooked he made the taco stuff, and then, we worked together cleaning the kitchen, so.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun.
So, yeah.
So, I don't know if I said Lynn is from Those Missing Stitches. So Those Missing Stitches.
She has, it's an Etsy shop.
Yep, we have their links below for both Millennial Fabrics and Those Missing Stitches. And,
Millennial Fabrics
really has
a website, and she has join her Facebook page. She is having so much fun.
Oh, she's
with
on
her shop.
Oh, Millennial Fabrics.
Yeah, because she does her lives and everything, and does her selling and on lives.
Yeah, so, I think Those Missing Stitches is on Etsy, right?
Yeah, she's on Etsy.
Yeah.
Millennial has got her own Facebook page and then her own website.
Yeah, and she just stopped teaching to do this full time, so that's exciting. I'm excited for her.
And she has hit the ground running. I mean, she always has, but now it's just
I
She's doing
know.
FlossTube.
She went to another retreat and hung out with our friend Gina and rubbed it in and sent me pictures with Gina. Gina said, "Look, Carrot, I'm solidifying my friendship."
Gina from Slamming the Screen Door.
Because she was giving me a hard time on Zoom
Yeah.
that I was going back to StitchCon to solidify my friendship. I know that's a really weird way to say it, but I wanted to see the people I met last year again. I just did.
Yeah.
I mean, I see them on Instagram and I see their FlossTubes, but I like the personal. I'm a hugger, you know? I'm like a, you know,
And I'm a
little hand person. Stay away.
hi, nice to meet you. Here, I'll shake your hand.
Oh. All right. Well, we have anything else?
Join our Facebook page, Stitching Past My Bedtime. It blew up yesterday. We've gotten a whole bunch of new members. It's fun, and we pick a Stitcher of the week, and then your photo's highlighted, and sometimes it doesn't turn out the way I want it to look, but that's Facebook. It's not me. But you get your work highlighted, so you never know who I might choose.
We are planning a Zoom.
Yes, that's what I was getting to. We're going to do a Zoom on Saturday, July 5th, which is tomorrow.
From 7 to 9.
Yep, Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
So
hopefully.
Square.
If it's just Kathy and I, we're still going to have fun. You're going to miss out. I know you'll have FOMO.
Yeah, we'll be talking about you. No, we won't.
But now that Kathy's retired, we're going to try and have more Zooms. So
yeah.
Because I enjoy
seems like
them.
my life gets in the way, but hopefully everything's settled down now, and soon my dad's estate will be all taken care of, and outside of Doug and I doing some traveling and me being retired and us moving to Bulgaria.
Well, we could still do FlossTube with you in Bulgaria. I think time-wise it'll be a little complicated, but we'll figure it out.
Well, the problem in Bulgaria now is people are finding out about how wonderful it is, and everybody's moving there and jacking the prices up. So
I'm just thinking about me and keeping our FlossTube going.
Well, they have a good infrastructure now, so because they've had so many people move there to work as remote workers, so they've upped their game. So they have good Wi-Fi and all of that.
What language do they speak in Bulgaria?
Bulgarian? I'm not sure. I think Bulgarian. It's the oldest country in Europe, so
maybe you should research that. Let me know what they speak.
I know that it looks similar to Russian because I think they use something similar, very close to the Russian alphabet. So
Cyrillic, isn't it called Cyrillic? The Cyrillic alphabet?
I'm not sure. We didn't do stash endowment, or did we?
Well, I did in my
okay.
StitchCon.
I can save mine.
No, do you have something good?
I just have two things real quick. I have if anybody who watches Brenda from Brenda and the Cereal Starter, she is doing it. Well, her daughter's doing a stash unload for her, and so I picked up a chart, Mary Hill 1854 by Needlework Press, and everyone can try to figure out why. Why did Kathy pick this one? Why? Why, everyone?
Is the little hand going to point it out?
Where's his legs? 1, 2, 3. See, I always wondered why horses couldn't have like, like a prosthetic leg or something. Why do they have to be put down? He's living his life. Looks like he's eating. He's got a little friend there. Looks like a monkey.
Why do they have to be put down?
Well,
Give him a prosthetic leg. Oh my god. It's not expecting you to stop it. Well, dogs hobble around on 3 legs. Why couldn't a horse?
I think because they weigh so much and their legs are so spindly, and I don't know. But it always makes me sad. I mean, I like watching like the Kentucky Derby, but then I'm like, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, because they'll have to shoot you.
I watched a video on Instagram of this dog. He was paralyzed. His back end was paralyzed. And he was in this little cart. And his little friend, it was a Dotson. And his little friend's next to him. And he's running. And the dog in the cart's going, topping up and down like he's running. It was so cute. I'm like, you go. He's getting his exercise.
And then I also, for my birthday, although my husband didn't know it because I shopped on his behalf, Silken Colors is coming out with a special Celtic series, and this is the first set. These are called Ogham. Ogham is their ancient alphabet, and this is the first set. So I picked
Those
up the first set. Yeah, I love Silken Colors are my favorite. So,
oh really?
By the Thread Gatherer. So,
go
to her website, Thread Gatherer. Sign up for her newsletter so that you'll know when she's coming out with the next set.
Oh, okay.
But I had to have it because I have a from one of my 2 trips to Ireland. I have an Ogham bracelet that says Kathy. You can't see it, but it has.
Yeah, you can't see it, Kathy. I can't see
it. It's a series of lines, vertical and horizontal lines, and that depicts the letters.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like an ABC kind of thing. It's
not Gaelic.
No.
How do you spell it? OEM?
No, it's OGHAM. So English can pronounce it Ogham, I think. But when I was over there, they said Ogham when we went to the jewelry store. It was really cool on the tour that I was on. We went to Dingle, which is on the Atlantic side, and you could go into this jewelry store and pick out what you wanted, and have something made with your name or whatever engraved on a piece of jewelry. And so I picked out a bracelet and had Kathy put on it. And then a couple of hours later, they catch up with the tour, and there's your...
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And I hardly ever take it off. I mean, I've had this on
it's pretty.
Yeah. So anyway, so there's my Ogham.
I have to check that out. All right.
So that's it for me. Oh, right. And then my half a yard of fabric that I put the dots on it. So because I'm too lazy to stitch snowflakes.
So don't forget to join. Please like and subscribe to our FlossTube. I don't know if you're still watching. This is a long one.
And if you're tired of hearing the boom booms and all of that tomorrow night, join us on our Zoom. We'll have the information on our Facebook page.
Yes, join our Facebook page.
Yep.
All right.
The no boom zone, because we don't want to scare our pups.
No booms, and probably my pug will be make an appearance, Sadie, because we're alone this weekend, so she'll want to visit.
Well, mine left me because Doug came home, so. Oh. Daddy's home. Who are you?
All righty.
All right.
We'll say good night. Happy stitching.